Hey, you beautiful souls! LaLaRay here, and this is one of those Let's Talk Real Talk check-ins. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the sacred space. And if you're returning, thank you. You've been in my heart, especially this week. And I want you to know that I have felt all of those vibes that you've been sending my way, all of you that have been checking in, sending me healing energies, healing vibes from the bottom of my heart. I have felt each and every one of them. And I'm so grateful. I'm so very grateful. Thank you. So, I had my ACDF neck surgery done April 21st, which was 2 days ago, and it was performed by Dr. Nicholas Ronaldo, the same surgeon who did my lumbar fusion years ago. The surgery was a success. I was released the very next day, surprisingly, right? It's fascinating what they can do these days and still call it non-invasive. Yeah. The first night was rough though. I vomited a lot. As it turns out, it wasn't the anesthesia. It was actually the anti-nausea meds that was causing it. So my nurse called the surgeon during the night and he switched the meds, and that helped. I slept off and on, but the next morning that was it was anything but restful, as you could probably imagine. The leg compression sleeves were I'm going to tell you about this part. The leg compression sleeves had still been on from the surgery, pumping and squeezing, and then it hit me. The worst panic attack of my whole life. I've had them occasionally throughout my life. Usually can breathe my way through them, or do that touch, taste, sense, feel thing, Well, anyways, I felt like I was literally trapped inside of the hospital room. IVs in both arms. Sometimes I get a pain in my throat, sorry. Usually I let some air out and it goes away, so I apologize. Anyways, I had IVs in both arms, compression sleeves on both legs, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. In my mind, like I had to get out. I had to get out of that room. I actually ripped those things off of my legs and stood up and started planning on how I was about to walk out of that room. IVs and all. I hit the call button. I yelled out, "I'm having a bad panic attack. I can't breathe. Help me." It's funny now, but it wasn't then. It wasn't then. Part of the journey. So, a nurse, bless her heart, she came running in and helped adjust one of my IVs, and because I literally just about pulled it out. She fixed that, and she helped me. She was pushing my IV pole. Well, watching I didn't get the cord wrapped around it. Anyways, I was walking down the hallway, calm down, and just in time though, because I had to throw up again. And thanks to the universe, there was a garbage can right nearby. I didn't even wait for that little bag that she went to go and grab. I couldn't. Before she could get back, I was already looking for somewhere to go before I knew. Anyways, I spotted a garbage can and I thought, oh God, here we go. And then all the hallway and practically right in front of like the big nurses station. So there I was in front of everybody. My very vulnerable moment. There I was. Anyway, I just went for it. And you already know, better than the floor. So apparently the nurse had called Warren, the guy who works with Dr. Ronaldo, to come, because there's no medical history or anything of me having any of this happen. Anyway, I guess she was already thinking ahead that I needed something beyond breathing, and I needed some help, medicine. And so she called the guy that works alongside my surgeon. His name is Warren, bless his heart. And y'all, he talked me down using the same breathing techniques that I teach you. I kept apologizing, like, I know this stuff, I teach this stuff, why can't I do it right now? And he looked at me, literally looked right in my eyes, and he said, your brain is trying to make sense of the unsensible. You're in pain, you've just had a major surgery, you're on medications, rational thought is not an option right now. And it doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. So that was very comforting, because I I knew what was happening to me, and I knew what I should do to stop it, but I couldn't. I couldn't. I guess, like he said, it was really very weird, very weird that I couldn't apply the things that I know and teach. I don't know if that's ever happened to any of you before, but I'll tell you what, it was making my brain spin even faster. It was really weird. But that, again, that was part of this journey. I'm an open book, y'all. If you know me at all, you know I'm an open book. If you don't know, welcome to it all. The good, bad, the pretty, and the ugly. So that moment stayed with me. Even as teachers and healers, we still need reminders. Sometimes you know what to do, but still you need someone to talk and walk you through it. It's not failure, people. Remember this. It's not failure. That's grace. They released me into my mom's care, and when I got home, I crashed hard. A deep 3 hours sleep, no dreams, just rest, and it felt so good. Apparently I was sleeping loudly. Use your imagination. Good Lord. So as for the pain, the most discomfort is when I try to put my head, when I try to lift my head up from like a lying down position. Like I can move, I can move and stuff. Not crazy upward because I have this tape stuff on here. But I can move it. It's just, anyway, just using the muscles. Anyway, that's where the pain is. It's just when I try to lift my head up, or if I'm laying on if I end up getting on my side somehow, and I try to lift my head up, I'll tell you about how I do it. Hold on. Anyways, my neck though, and my shoulders and my arms, they feel really, really achy, almost like, the best way I could describe it is like a really bad stiff neck. That's what it feels like. My throat was sore yesterday. I've been on baby food, basically pudding, room temperature tea, and coffee. I had a little coffee this morning, room temperature coffee. Like real hot or real cold, it will hurt. So room temperature is where it's at. Last night, I didn't want to bother my parents in the night. I'm telling you. I didn't want to bother my parents when I needed to shift positions. So I figured out a genius, I'm going to call it a genius move. Y'all might call it stupid, I don't know, but it worked. I I used my ponytail bun thing as a handle to lift my head. It worked. Resourceful and ridiculous, but mostly it worked. So I was laying on my back, propped up, of course, but I wanted to lift my head up so that I could turn to the side. I wanted to see if I could get on my side. I was like, ow, every time I tried to lift my head up. Not out loud, but in my own, quietly inside, I was saying, ow. So I was like, oh, freak it. And I took my ponytail, I don't know if you can see it, and I literally pulled my head up like this and made my way to the side. And then when I wanted to get back on my back, I did the same thing. I was over on my side. I literally lifted my head up with my ponytail. Look, you do what you gotta do, right? Doing what I gotta do. All right, now I gotta tell you about this. This is something that absolutely blew my mind. So that night, fresh out of the hospital, my mom says, there's something here for you that came to the house, and I don't even know why. It wasn't addressed necessarily to me, it just showed up. Anyway, so she handed me this small little pouch. Inside of it were 2 raw crystals. These. Amethyst and quartz crystal. I froze because of all my crystals when I moved across the country with, there were only 2 that were missing. You guessed it. You guessed it. And quartz being the master healer, you might have seen BT Dubs. If you haven't, I've done videos out on the channel about crystals, and it talks about what they are and how to use them and what energies and properties they carry and all the things. There's, I think, 2 or 3 of them at least out there if you want to go check them. Anyways, quartz crystal, as we know, is the master healer, right? And the amplifier of all energies. Amethyst is the stone of amongst a lot of the properties. Some of them are peace, protection, and divine calm. Suddenly I knew, like, this was not random. Oh. And I knew it was the universe saying, you're supported, you're guided, you're healing, even when it doesn't feel like it. I could not have scripted that moment if I tried. I could not have scripted that moment if I tried. And I just had to share that with you. That's a fact. One day I'll get my mom on one of these videos. I don't think she's camera shy, actually. She might. But anyway, it blew my mind. So here I am, 2 days post-op, healing slowly, listening to my body. Thank you for letting me share the mess, the magic, and the medicine with you. And if there's anything at all that I want you to take away from this, it's that even when you feel powerless, even when your tools don't work, you're still worthy, and you're still loved, and you're never, ever alone. So, if you don't mind, leave a comment down below if it resonated in any way whatsoever. Let me know if you've ever had like a spiritual surprise. Like this one. Let me know if you guys have ever had anything like that happen to you. It would be cool. I love stuff like this. Obviously, that's the channel, right? And subscribe if you haven't already. I share... Sorry. I get a pain sometimes. It's air bubble. And it hurts. Anyway. If you haven't already subscribed, I welcome you to do so. I share cosmic updates, meditations, energy guidance, and real talk like this all the time. So if you think you can handle it, come on board and join the journey. And for those of you who have come back, bless your hearts, you guys. Bless your hearts. Thank you. Thanks for tolerating all of this. Thanks for loving on this. I appreciate you guys so very much. And here on the Manifest with LaLaRay channel, no matter what, I'm still here for you. I'm still here for you. It might be a little slower, it might sound a little funny, but I'm still here for you, and I will continue to be, so long as I'm vertical, sharing, as I said, the cosmic updates and all the good stuff to help you guys. Every day I release a video to help you guys walk your life as your true, authentic, highest self, how to manage the energies with your daily walk here on this planet. I am sending y'all so much love from my healing space to yours. I love you.